Don't scroll. I know what I look like, but don't be so quick to judge a book by its cover. Give me a chance. I am a 36-year-old white man who lives in the middle of the woods in deep red Kentucky. And regardless of your skin color, where you come from, who you love, your religious beliefs, your sexual identity, I will fight for your right to exist. Period. Last year I traveled to Europe, and it was my first time out of the United States. And I went to Poland, to the Auschwitz and Birkenau concentration camps. And it was one of the heaviest and darkest and honestly most confusing experiences of my whole life. If you don't know, at the entrance of Auschwitz, there's a huge steel arch that says "Hard labor will set you free" in German, which is obviously a promise that was never intended to be kept. And on the inside of that entrance, they had a German band that would set up and play calm, welcoming music as they brought prisoners in to make them feel more comfortable when they arrived. Inside, there are whole rooms of prosthetic limbs, arms and legs that were taken from people when they got there. There's giant piles of suitcases, piles of glasses, and there is a mountain, a literal 2-ton mountain of human hair that was shaved from innocent people's heads when they arrived. A lot of it is still braided. I saw the slabs where they slept. I saw the troughs where they used the bathroom. I saw the walls that they were executed in front of. I saw the 4x4 concrete booths that prisoners were forced to stand in for days at a time. And I saw the rubble that's left from the showers where thousands and thousands of innocent people were violently taken from this world. And the whole time, all I could think of the entire time I was there is, how the fuck did this happen? How was this allowed to happen? How is it possible that so many people done such evil things on a massive scale like that? How was there such a large group of people that could commit such heinous atrocities, world-changing atrocities, and truly believe that they were doing the right thing? How is that possible? I've always heard history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. And here we are less than a century later in the United States, watching the rhyme take place in real time, with thousands and thousands of uniformed men dragging people off the streets, claiming they're just doing their job, while committing absolute atrocities. But what's even worse is that there's millions of us sitting at home in the comfort of our warm home, watching it happen in 4K video on our phones, pretending like we don't have an option to do anything about it, and that maybe it'll just go away. I've spent my whole life in the woods. I'm a hunter, and I've spent years of my life in silence, watching the way the animals in nature live, and also the way they die. In nature, there's predator and there's prey, both of which are just trying to survive, and that's the circle of life. But if there's one thing that I've learned in all my years in the woods, it's that humans are the meanest predator that exists. What we're seeing with ICE in the United States right now is like a bunch of coyotes. They're pack animals, and they're viewing the world around them as if they are the predator after a weaker prey. Now stick with me here, because nature teaches us a lot of important things in this context. A baby fawn deer, left alone, unattended, is an easy target for a coyote, especially a pack of coyotes. But do you know what a mother deer does if its baby is approached by a coyote? It fucking stomps it. It protects it with its life. It is basic instinct to fight back and to lay down your life and protect those who need protecting. And there is protection in numbers. A pack stands no chance against an entire herd. The difference is that in nature, the predators are only hunting for survival. And in the human world, the predators are hunting for pleasure. It's up to us to protect each other, to not let the atrocities that we've seen from the past rhyme so close. Pack animals don't go away. It only gets worse. Once they taste blood, they multiply until they take over the entire land. These are sheep in predator clothing. And it's up to us to speak loud and clear to let them know we're not their fucking prey. We are running out of time. The fox is in the hen house. They're here.